Hello everyone, it's me Hunter. I'm back with a different type of video. Usually I build these larger or small-scaled Star Wars MOCs like the one you've recently seen, but today I decided to try something different. I decided to use one of the steam engines I've built and kind of create a little scene around it. In my head, I always visioned this little bridge idea once I started building the steam engines. Like, oh, I want a river and a little bridge, and so I thought I'd go ahead and try to recreate something from my imagination or my mind like that. Also, I'd like to apologize for the unorthodox, probably recording area. Usually these MOCs, I record them in my Lego room, and it just kind of fits together naturally, being the other Lego around there. It doesn't matter the background as much. Today I'm actually recording in the spot where I usually just record like the individual locomotives or where I take the photos. So it might be a little different. You might see a little bit extra stuff because I had to expand the area due to the size of this MOC. This is 2 gray base plates side by side. For those of you who don't know, that's the big 48 by 48 plate. Just because I've had some people ask me about the different sizes of plates, I've noticed you kind of got everyone interprets them differently. So the large base plates, the gray ones, 48 by 48. Basically what I did is, like I said, I started with the bridge and this river and the grandfather and his grandson fishing. That was like the prime idea in my head. That's what I started with, and then it grew into this. So I went ahead and I used Wilbert, the Forest engine from the Dean Forest Railway. So in a way you could kind of say, I don't know the railway that well, but so in a sense you could probably say this is somewhere in the Dean Forest Railway area, carrying some logs over a river. As we kind of follow the river down, I got a mushroom on either side, a frog on a rock, a kayaker. Originally I wasn't going to add the kayaker in, but my mother and my father, they kayak a lot, and I had a couple kayaks, and I kind of just plopped it down there just for some fun one day, kind of just looking at it, and my mom really liked the look, so I decided I'd keep it in there. I'm using the Lego Batman Robin head. I think that was a good choice. Kind of get some big goggles on in case he gets splashed. Then, as we continue down the river, another rock, and we have this fish jumping out of the water. Originally, I didn't want to put that in there, but again, as I kind of set it in there, I really like the look of it, kind of just adding more to it, especially since we do have the grandfather and his grandson fishing. This was the big idea of the MOC. This is where it all started. I want to do a MOC with the grandfather and the grandson fishing, and I'm going to put one of my locomotives in it. That was it. So this is really what I wanted to capture, and I think it came out well. I got some yellow flowers, an empty bucket, and then the grandfather's waving to the kayaker. Initially, when I didn't have the kayak in there, the grandfather and the engineer were waving to each other. And then as we kind of can just continue around this way, I just have different groups of flowers. I got a rabbit back there, a bunch of trees, my usual classic tree design. Got some red flowers, and then we got a mole coming up. I used the Niffler from the Harry Potter minifigure series. That's kind of where the mole came from. And then if we continue back this way, we got more trees, red flowers. We got some rabbits, yellow flowers, white flowers, another mushroom. And we got some trees along the backside. Once we kind of get over the hill, the crest of the hill, where the railway line is on, I don't have anything on that side other than the trees, just to add that kind of background scenery. This is actually something I didn't want to put too many parts into, and the idea of I wanted to keep it simple, keep it looking basic, kind of give that simplistic Lego feel, not super detailed like some of my Star Wars MOC kits, like Fairblade Ridge, where I have all the kind of groundwork. I really didn't want to do that with this. This was pretty much, I wanted it to be a very simplistic MOC. Originally, I wasn't going to even add in these flowers. Instead, that changed, and I did add in the flowers, and I do end up liking them. This is a build I'll probably try to save, and if I go to a convention, take with me, because it's very simple, very easy to transport. I just got to take down the trees, and then put the trees back up, put the locomotive on. I might even be able to leave most of the figures on. I might just have to take the kayaker, the locomotive, freight cart, and the fish off. Otherwise, that and the trees. So I think it'd be a very easy one to kind of have saved for a little bit. Now, obviously, if in a couple months or a month or so I decide I'm not going to convention, either A, there's not going to be any conventions this year due to the virus, or I just don't have the time to go to a convention, I'll start to tear it down. This does take up pretty much all my green 2x6 plates, but really I don't have any other builds that require them at this time, so it's okay for me to leave them like that. One last thing too I forgot to mention was the owl in the tree. I don't know if it's focused on there. Sometimes it's hard to tell if my camera focuses when I'm looking at it on the camera, but when I go and rewatch the video, it's perfectly clear. One more thing I guess I can show you too is that's my ballast for the track. A lot of parts ordered in for that. I got to order more when I build my other railway related projects. And then you can see I'm using all those bamboo leaves too, I forgot to mention, for the hillside vegetation. But otherwise that's it. I don't want to take too much of your time up. Just a very simple non-Star Wars build. But I do have more Star Wars coming in the future, I promise. I know I keep saying that, but as soon as that Lego room's done, I got 3-4 Star Wars projects of 3 gray base plates or more planned. Otherwise, I want to thank you all for watching. My Instagram name and my email will be in the description below, along with any other comments or questions I might have. Information regarding my status is always going to be in the description. Please like the video, because it's the only way for me to know if you guys are liking my videos or enjoying my videos, I guess we can say. And I will see you in my next video.